Here we shall take up the revelation of how things were put into shadow and brought to light by the gods. The maker modeler, bearer begetter. The sovereign plumed serpent Cucumats, in the heart of the sky, Hudakan. The grandmother of day and grandfather of light, Shipiyakok and Shimukane. The masters of the skies, Grey-White Pakeri and Grey-White Kawadi. And the youngest of the council of gods, Possum Hunter and Coyote Hunter. As is said, these are the names of the creators who accounted for and modeled everything we see. And here is the account of the first ripple of creation. When there is no sun, moon, or stars to light the sky, only the dark empty void. There is not one person, animal, or thing, only the still quiet sea. And when the heart of the sky came to the plumed serpent, they spoke the first words. Mountains rose to touch the sky, canyons opened, water pooling in the gaps. As they thought of life, of growth, beautiful lush trees and bushes sprouted from the cracks in the earth. But there was no one to praise the gods for their hard work, no one to sacrifice blood to them to keep them alive. So they thought of animals to fill the mountains, valleys, and rivers, and they named the names of these new creatures. The gods told the animals to speak, to call the name of their creators, to keep the days and keep the nights, and to give thanks to those who gave them life. But they did not speak. All they did were moan, hiss, cry, and roar. Disappointed in their creation, the gods left the animals to be destroyed. And so it must be tried again, as the day of dawning and sowing was near. The gods went back to work and shaped bodies out of clay. However, these bodies were strangely shaped, and could not move. They could not speak nor reproduce. Soon they crumbled away as the gods swept them out to try a third time. Then they carved men and women out of wood. However, these mannequins did not have any hearts. They abused the land, kicked their dogs, and burned the bottoms of their cooking pots. They did not give thanks to their creators, instead worshipping and offering blood to the false king, Seva Makal, who posed as the sun and moon. And so, the gods were furious. They sent all the creatures of the earth to attack the mannequins. Their dogs bit their legs, the birds plucked out their eyes, the water jugs and tortilla grinders threw themselves, smashing their heads in and grinding their bones. Then the blackened rain fell. Their homes and streets flooded. As they climbed the trees to escape, the branches threw them off. As they ran to the caves for shelter, their mouths closed shut. The few that survived this calamity turned into hairy beasts with long serpent-like tails. The creation of humanity had failed once again. The gods, now weakened from lack of blood sacrifices, and the false king Seva Makal reigned supreme over a heartless and corrupt kingdom. During this era of darkness and despair, 2 boys were born. Their names were Hunapu and Shibalanke. And unbeknownst to them, they were destined to become powerful magicians, destined to bring light to the world and restore order to the heavens. This is their tale. This is the book of the Hero Twins.